From. So just to kind of orient you, and then market.
So right now we're where?
We're about to get into the Mission. We're between the Castro and the Upper Mission on 16th Street. 16th in Valencia.
Kind of like a hipster haven.
The Roxy, very nice indie cinema place. They're always showing cool shit. We should definitely check them out. Oche's a tranny bar, really interesting, late at night.
We definitely have to go to a gay bar.
Oh, we should go there. Esta Noche is like famous. This is Mission Street, and now you're in the Mission. This is the real Mission.
And what is the mission in the Mission?
La Misión is where Los Pinches Españoles first set up shop, and it was also where the main. Oh man, the name Ohlone. That was the coastal native people, who I believe were the main ones in San Francisco. This is where they had their main village. So when the Spaniards came, they number one recognized that this was the best weather neighborhood, and so put their camp here. But also immediately enslaved all the local natives that didn't run away, and so.
So it's kind of a catch-22.
Well, they just, I don't know which one was more the reason. I think it was mostly, this is where the Indians were, so they enslaved them here, and where all the foodstuffs and the fields of corn and whatnot were. So they started here and then built their mission and stayed in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then it basically has been the oldest neighborhood. Although ironically, it was like a big immigrant, like Italian-Irish immigrant worker neighborhood, because there's a very industrial area to the east, like towards the bay, and so that for a while there was like a really mixed up sort of ethnic neighborhood here. Always Spanish speaking and Indians. There's still people here with blood going right back to the Indians, because it was a huge Indian population. It was this was like heaven on earth. Flocks of birds that would block out the sun, oyster beds that could feed fucking thousands of people.
Skechers.
Fish. Skechers. Yeah. So that was like what kind of like the upper mission, and then this is like kind of the lower mission. What they call it, El Corazón de la Misión. 24th and Mission is like the real heart of the mission. A lot of these like dollar stores, like imported goods, very cheap stuff. Cheap meat markets, seafood, produce, and lots of taquerias and shady bars, and some Asian. Chinese food, and a lot of the import shops are Asian run. El Faralitos. That we're gonna definitely have to go there. That's like super greasy, super tasty.
It's kind of a neat looking McDonald's.
Yeah, it is. Mission Dolores, the local like mural sort of nonprofit, the main nonprofit group that coordinates mural making, they got a contract to do the whole side. I'll show you some. Actually, yeah, let's do that now. I'll show you some really cool murals while there's still daylight. This one's pretty awesome, but then there's some down here. So this is 24th. This is like the real fucking Mission. Yeah, the Lilac Mural Project. You see that? Can you zoom out? Maybe you can get some of this. There's a really cool one my friend helped do up here with like, it's like a Crip and Blood peace mural.
Oh.
That's interesting. Yeah. I always like that one. Fucking Aztec warrior princess. Just the style is just like the colors and shit. It's so bright.
It's so awesome.
Yeah, this has like a lot of significance. I don't really fully understand. I think it's a Polynesian one. There's a lot of Polynesians too. A lot of like Samoans. Yeah, Sarah, I'll bring you to their headquarters. They're really cool people. You can talk to them if you want about like the way they do this stuff, but it's really cool. A lot of this is like high school students. Mumiabu Jamal.
And they're allowed to paint here or no?
Oh yeah, this is the one. They usually get permission. So yeah, you see like these are like actual you know, names of people and pictures of actual people that were killed and stuff. And then you see all the like activist stuff up there, the like, you know, free college, no Minutemen, people of color unite. And then you see the red and the black, red and the blue pounding fist there. That's actually like a really big deal to do that. They had a big long discussion whether it was worth it or not, because some people on both sides get really pissed. It's actually not Crip and Blood, it's Norteño and Soreño, which vaguely line up with the Crips and Bloods. I love this style. This guy does a lot of stuff in the city. And then this is a whole thing on the war in El Salvador.
This is amazing.
Yeah, it's a story of like this woman having to immigrate. You can read the letter. You know,
Mi amor.
Yeah, with the like her husband moved to the States and she's like trying to get out. And that's Oscar Romero, the guy who got assassinated. He was the Archduke of, or what the hell was he? Archbishop of El Salvador, who talked about human rights too much. There's a little bit. And then here's the Las Madres de la Plaza, I think, is like the mothers of disappeared, people that were disappeared during particularly the Argentinian Civil War, but you know, basically all the violence in Latin America, all the mothers got together and fought to find out where their kids were. There's Cesar Chavez, Oscar Romero again. A lot of Salvadorans. That's a lot of the newer immigrants. They came in the 80s when fucking Reagan got, you know, back the Contras. And oh yeah, this one's awesome too. This is a story of Indian women forming a peasant union, fighting for land rights. And then this one here, this is very interesting. But yeah, it's obviously, you know, a fertility thing. But then that copper belly is symbolic of something, and people keep coming by and smashing it. And I think they replaced it a few times and then just kind of gave up and left it there. But I don't really understand why that happened. And then, you know, the 4 directions, another native symbol. Ah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Ah, muy bonita. Yeah. Ah, cool.